The fan community that I researched is Gladiators, devoted fans of the ABC show Scandal. The show averages 10 million viewers, and ratings have actually boomed since the series premiered in 2012, which is unusual in the television landscape today. According to Entertainment Weekly, an episode in February generated 200,000 tweets in roughly 1 hour. The live tweeting during new Scandal episodes is set up by the network because they provide the appropriate hashtag #AskScandal. So the majority of fans involved are not coming up with their own hashtag or using multiple hashtags, something that Brian McNally mentioned when a pre-planning organization failed to establish one single conference hashtag to group all the conversations at a digital media conference together. Therefore, the attendees ended up creating different hashtags for that one particular event. It is the exact opposite for live tweeting Scandal episodes because the community is already set up or set in place for the discussion to take place. I ran a Twitter archive during a new Scandal episode on October 17, 2013. I ran another Twitter archive that focused on the Scandal and Gladiators hashtags 48 to 72 hours after the episode aired. I used grounded theory methodology to guide my data collection and analysis. I gathered a total of 4,141 tweets. Once I gathered 150 random tweets, and based on what keywords I was noticing within the sample tweets, I created 15 different definitions for the primary and secondary coding, including but not limited to acknowledging, narrating, questioning, theorizing, tummling for retweets, and reaching, looking for fan-to-fan connections. I also created actoring, when a user would form a tweet related to or reaching out to the actors and writers of the show. I thought it was very important to distinguish between reaching out to the fans and reaching out to or looking for a reply from those that work on the show. It was easy to make those connections because one Scandal fan website lists each actor's Twitter handle. After coding, I found a variety of results that I believe is a testament to the dynamic activity going on within the Gladiators and Scandal hashtags. When I combined the primary and secondary codes, I found that 46% of the coded tweets were acknowledging, users recognizing that they are gladiators and that they are currently interacting within an active fan community. I think we can attest that to what Mark Duffett says. The internet and Twitter has helped fan communities become more visible because of the ease of access and the speed of social interaction. And for one, I think that is the reason for these self-reflective involving tweets. In combination, I found a lot of reaching tweets looking for instant Scandal discussion with other gladiators. Actoring was found in 23% of all coded tweets. From there, I became curious about the actor's role in this event. In '92, Henry Jenkins said if you wanted to get in touch with your favorite celeb, you'd have to join a fan club. But now they are simply a tweet away. Are they unobtainable yet accessible? Is there a perception of proximity going on? Is it really the actors behind these tweets? Twitter has touched on parasocial relationships more than ever. Fans feel closer to their favorite celebrities and have developed deeper expectations, oftentimes begging for a reply, a response, or retweet. What happens if a tweet delivered to a specific actor doesn't get a reply back? Duffett talks about extreme fandom, when fans ignored by their beloved heroes oftentimes react angrily. I have to wonder about parasocial interactions, which are responses that are one way and not real. Now, I am not discrediting live tweeting and times when an actor replies to a fan, but we have to consider the possibility of whether or not that person is really communicating to the fan at that moment. Is it someone hired to run the account? Is it the actor's words or someone else's? There was also a bit of controversy within this fandom. In October, news broke that Scandal fan blogger Scandal411 was actually a high-level ABC marketing director. Although the network cleared the employee of any wrongdoing, the uncertainty exists. Because of Scandal411's intense presence on Twitter, I had to wonder if this shaped my findings in any way. I believe that oftentimes Twitter accounts ran by fans can speak on behalf of the fans. But what becomes of the fan community if the popular fan blog is hiding an important fact, such as working for the network? I don't question the authenticity of this fan base in particular, but I think, like Schaefer says, we need to have a deeper understanding of participatory culture as an extension of cultural industries. Media industries employ user activities for commercial purposes to further their product along. This goes back to his discussion of domains of user participation. Over the last few months, ABC has used fan tweets in their promos and tweet stats, even producing a must-tweet TV campaign and ran an Are You Obsessed fan contest. I think of how this affects participatory culture as a mass commodity. Large corporations that own websites such as YouTube and Flickr solely focus on the infrastructure, while the content is created by the users, which is what captures the media's attention. I believe the longevity of Scandal is being propelled by user-generated content such as memes, fan art, and fanfic. The internet is shaping fan cultures into interactions that are widespread, and companies use that user activity as a way to push for gain and profit. The example of William Shatner telling Star Trek fans to get a life isn't really the norm anymore. I don't think companies want fans to get a life because they need fandom as proof of successful entities. Scandal is the show that Twitter built. From the very beginning, there has been a strong social media presence surrounding the show. And as one researching this community, I have to wonder, where is Scandal without Twitter? Would it be the highest rated scripted drama on ABC? Would there be accolades, TV specials, and magazine covers dedicated to the cast and crew without this very loud buzz? However, I believe, based on my limited research, that this hashtag represents more than just fans screaming out how much they love Scandal. I can't say for sure we are looking at a bonded community. I believe that there are pieces of a community here. There's some sort of movement going on with these proclaimed gladiators, whether it's reaching, replying, questioning, or opposing others. Although I don't think they are as close-knit as Howard Rheingold's Well community, I believe the similar interest leaves the door open for friendships to form as a result. However, it would be a case of ambivalent affiliation that Michelle Zapovinga discusses, when users follow others based on their searchable texts, hashtags, yet may never interact again. However, I feel like future in-depth research is warranted to really figure out what is going on within this gladiators hashtag. I believe there is something that resembles a community being built. The question becomes, for how long? I guess as long as the show doles out crazy, twisty, good storylines, and it doesn't hurt if there's a future scandal involving Scandal.